Gotta give me my drinkies.
Get your drink on.
I was trying not to make a mess when I was doing that.
Well, you almost made a huge mess when you started giggling.
I know, it was going down my throat weird. It felt weird. I thought I was about to spit it all back out.
I'm glad you
It
didn't.
tickled my throat.
I'm glad you didn't spit it all back out at me.
Yeah, now I know what it feels like to have my throat tickled.
I don't think it feels like that.
Probably not. Oh, well. Jolene's got the ear and Trixie's just... Okay.
Trixie!
She had her mouth open for a second and she just had that tongue hanging out. Just,
Hi, Trixie!
yeah, like that. Just staring down at Jolene. It's like, I want that. Can you get that to me, guys?
You look so silly.
You ate all of your ears. Unless you
We
left
got
it
on
somewhere.
pig ears as a snack this week.
Yeah.
Rawhide free pig ears.
Mm-hmm. First time they've had it.
And they're fighting over it like everything else that they own in this house.
Yeah, we gave them each one. Trixie ate hers. Jolene tried to take it. Now Trixie's is completely done, and now she wants Jolene's. And
Yep.
Jolene's like, nope, it's mine. Oh, well. I can't wait till we get started on tonight's food.
Yeah, what is
I'm already starting to get hungry.
I am too.
It's only noon,
See, that's because it's lunchtime.
and we haven't ate lunch yet. You
Yeah.
just ate, though.
That was breakfast.
It doesn't matter.
That was
Is it
breakfast. That was
Count it as
breakfast.
breakfast when you eat
Yes, when you...
at 12 almost.
Okay, so
and you've been up since, like,
breakfast
6?
means breaking your fast.
Oh,
And I broke
know
my
what it
fast
means. I know what it
from
means.
the last time I ate.
Oh, you are a hobbit.
Yeah.
You want a first breakfast, second breakfast, third breakfast.
11
But you
C's.
can't have a second
Brunch.
and a third breakfast
Lunch.
because you're not breaking a fast. 'Cause
Afternoon
it's only
tea.
been just a little bit.
Dinner,
You
supper.
don't have afternoon tea. You have your coffee.
That's tea.
That's nasty
That's
tea.
my tea.
That's black tea with everything else in it.
It looks like a nice, pretty color, though.
Yeah, it's all caramely.
It's a dateable color.
Okay.
I mean, black could be dateable, too.
I like my coffee black.
I've seen some pretty guys and ladies.
I think, I don't know. I know as I've aged, I don't know if I really say my type has changed. Oh,
I don't know. I still look at all them skinny white boys that I used to go after in high school. But
yeah. I know I see some of the chicks I used to like. Well, yeah, they're still cute. But I know, I feel like plain, bland, normal, typical has not ever been my go-to type. Even though...
So your go-to type is not the peppy, big boob, tight waist blonde who goes,
I like big boob, tight waist. I don't know what you're talking about. But no,
I don't have a tight waist though, sir.
you used to kind of...
Yeah, back in the day I did until
Yeah.
I got pregnant
3 times.
3 times. Lost all of that. I was so small.
You didn't lose all of that. You gained all of that. But
I lost all my skinny.
yeah, but I don't know. I know I always liked like the gothic emo scene type people, like pale skin and the dark features, or blondes and stuff. As well as I like skip over just the normal white, I guess.
Yeah.
Like from the pale skin, and then I like some darker, I guess, like Hispanic type, you know, or whatever. I mean, there's some pretty dark people I think's attractive.
I was more of a personality type person.
Yeah, that's.
I never really cared
I was
about.
about to say, you look at most
For
of
the
people I
most
like,
part, I
it
never
was
cared
all
about
different.
looks. There were some people that I did go for their looks, and they were complete fuckboys. But a lot of the guys that I've dated weren't really all that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really just date people because of their looks or whatever. Because I know there's a lot of people, oh, they're cute. I bet she's a bitch. Type of ordeal or whatever. And you look at everybody that I have dated or whatever, but there are all kinds. I dated a cheerleader, dated a redhead, blonde, brunette, black hair. I've dated a Mexican, dated white people, you know, preppy people, gothic people, just kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, druggies. You know, people that can't go a Friday night and stay sober at all.
I dated some of those. And it really sucks because women, we have, you know, an opening.
Yep.
But
guys have a thing to fill
there. It's there. It's always there. It's, you know, you can have outside, you know, things to help out. But men, some of them can get so wasted that it don't work anymore. And it don't matter.
Yep.
It don't matter how you do things. And I was very disappointed that night. I was very disappointed. I was
you ain't gonna worry about that with me.
I know, right?
I don't drink, so. But no.
That was a sad night for me. We went from room to room trying to figure out if location was, we were drunk and not sober in other ways. So we were going all over the place. And after a certain point, I just got tired of carrying the dang blanket around. So I just walked. My butt's exposed to the entire world. And my friend said that she looked up and saw my white butt, my white ass going down the hall.
You know what that reminded me of?
When I was laying on the bed and couldn't get, and like, I was just trying to get undressed to go to bed. We were having that. That was the night that was
I think Lynn and Derek's.
That was the night that I lost my keys.
Bachelor and bachelorette parties, because we was having the bachelor party at my house or our house or whatever, and then y'all went to do the bachelorette party at their house, and then for whatever reason y'all came over there and we just stayed there, played cards, y'all got drunk, and then you just go to bed and you pulled down your pants or whatever, and then just face planted into the bed. And Lynn walked by. I was like, "Oh, there's her butt." I was like, "Yeah." I remember that.
Yep, I had a good time when I was younger.
Yep.
Might not have been the best time, but it was a good time.
I never drunk, never did drugs or anything. I was always the top that just hung around those people just so I could be entertained.
You were the cuck.
I was the entertained person.
You were the cuck just watching.
I guess, but I enjoyed it. That is fun. I know I dated one chick for a little bit. Not very long, maybe a couple weeks to a month or something, like most of my relationships. But she got drunk every Friday and Saturday night. And it got to the point where I just felt like a babysitter in a sense.
Yeah, that would get annoying after a while.
You know, I'd always have to, she was shit-faced drunk. You remember Rachel that time when she's out there on the ground? It was like that the whole fucking time.
I don't remember.
I know, you was drunk too. But,
no, I don't remember that night.
But yeah, I don't. It was while I was working at Subway, and she'd come up there, just whatever, pass out in the booth.
You basically had to baby her the whole time.
I did. I had to babysit her every weekend and stuff. Just driving her around because she couldn't drive. She couldn't hardly walk. It's just I liked her. She's fun to be around any other time, but it's one of those people that just don't know their limits.
Yeah.
And just kind of keep on. It's like, all right, you're drunk enough.
Stop drinking. Put the bottle down.
Eventually it's going to start coming out.
There was a night when a lot of my stories, I'm underage, so take that as you will. But there was a night you weren't working. You weren't on shift. It was a shorty and long-haired guy. Can't remember his name, but shorty and long-haired guy were working that night. But I know me.
That was very early on.
Yeah.
I was about to say, shorty, I think, started a little after I did.
But,
and that long-haired dude, I think he got fired.
Yeah, but anyway.
I don't remember his name.
We were just walking around town, bored as can be, and we passed one of our friends, and he was like, "Hey, y'all want to get drunk?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, I do," because I was having a bad time. I'm pretty sure this was around the time where one of the dudes that I was dating cheated on me. Like, that's how my life worked. But I was not very happy. Things were kind of sucky at the time. So I wanted to just forget about everything. And I was like, heck yeah, I do. So we went to Sonic at first and got a cup and poured a fifth of vodka into the cup. And that was our Sprite. So we were drinking Sprite all night. And we ended up going to Subway. I don't remember where all we went to. It could have just been from Sonic to Subway, but I drank pretty much all of that and ended up. I remember it was dark. It was daytime when I started, and it was nighttime when things really finally started going. But we were sitting in Subway, and I remember looking up, and I want to say I thought my ex was out there because I saw a red vehicle. I can't remember who it was who had a red vehicle, but I was like, that's my boyfriend. So I went outside. It wasn't my boyfriend. It was one of my classmates. And I was like, hey, girl. And I went to hug her, and then I face planted on her car, fell onto the ground. And then that's when some old lady across the parking lot called the cops because there's a little girl just rolling around drunk. And then they were like, okay, it's time to take Amber home.
Yep.
Time to take her home because it's past that point.
Yeah. I remember Erin used to come up to Subway all the time drunk.
Mm-hmm. She was sober that night.
I don't. She'd come up all the time, and we'd have the same conversation every time. She's like, "You're Derek Stewie." I was like, "Yep, close enough." It's like, you played basketball. It's like, basketball? Yeah, I did.
Don't say the word.
On the dumb team. It's
yeah.
like, sure.
She wasn't very politically correct about how she said it, though.
Yeah.
But that's who I saw.
It was an intramural team or whatever, and our team sucked.
That was who I saw was Erin. I guess it was her car. I thought it was my boyfriend's car. I don't even know who the heck I was dating or used to have been dating. I don't remember, but I thought the red car belonged to him, so I took off out there, and it was her, and I hugged her, and then bashed my head on her car hood.
Yeah, but I don't know. She'd always come up there. I remember one time she came in there. I forgot.
Don't drink.
I forgot who the chick was that she was with. That she always came up there with. But she was a little bit more sober. She might have been drinking some, but she wasn't. She wasn't that bad. But she told Erin, "Like, just go to the car. We'll get your subs. Just go out to the car." She's like, "Okay." And then she like sat in the floor. She's like, "No, hey, go to the car." She's like, "Where am I at?" She's like, "You're at Subway. Go out to the car." I'm in the car. No, you're not. Just get up. Come on. I'll escort you out there.
We grew up in that town, and there was literally nothing.
There's nothing to do
except for get drunk
and smoke weed do other stupid crap.
That's all I really did.
I didn't do anything. I did some other stupid stuff, but I didn't do anything. I didn't drink or do drugs.
You just sold them.
Yeah, I sold drugs for a little bit. But yeah, it was just, that's why we want to be Frank and Martha for the kids when we get older. So that way they have something to do.
Something safe. And
so, yeah.
At least, they're in.
And it was like with
eventually, it'll probably just be more little kids that'll really mess around at our house anyway. But maybe. You know what? At least, I don't know.
Maybe as they get older or whatever, they'll keep pestering us or something.
Maybe.
It's like with our kids. Our oldest is 13, so hopefully she doesn't start drinking and doing all that stuff beforehand. But we're not really concerned about her drinking, I guess, underage as much.
I just want her to be safe.
As long as she's safe and like supervised. I know I've heard like other people talk about they don't care if their kids do that stuff as long as it's like at home while they're supervised. They don't want them out there drinking.
There's actually countries where,
that's how we are.
In Germany and Europe and such, the legal age to drink is like 14. Mm. Like I know, I want to say Germany, it's 14.
Is it 14? I thought it was 16.
I'm pretty sure it's 14 in one. Anyway, some countries it's like,
it's 16.
Some countries it's as young as 14, 16, whatever. But the limitation is you got to be with your parents. Mm-hmm. So you could drink, you could get as drunk as you want. You just got to be, with mom and dad so that you're being supervised and not just being lost in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah, we've tried to explain to our kids, like, not just that, but with anything else, that they can come to us and not feel like they're going to be judged or whatever with certain things. I think we've done a pretty good job so far with that.
Like when Jaira came up to me and told me about her girlfriend.
Yeah, or the girl that liked her or whatever, and she wanted to be girlfriends with her or whatever. I was like, we try to, even if it's not something we
I think when she came to me that day,
That's like a proud mommy moment.
That was a really proud mom moment because I didn't know. I try to be, as accepting about all of that, about anybody, and I try to be as accepting as I can and show that I don't care if, you're gay, straight, bi, whatever. Like I try and show that, and you never actually know if your kid picked up on it until they come out to you or something, because you just really never know. And when she came up to me and told me that there was someone that she liked, and I was like, well, what's their name? And because I didn't, even then I didn't ask, what's his name? I said, what's their name? And I think that also made her feel a little better, because she's like, well, their name is, she's like, wait, hold on. And she was looking through her yearbook and she couldn't find the kid in her yearbook, but she was like, I can't find them in here, but her name's Abby. And I was like, oh,
yeah.
But she seemed so nervous and such about it. And, we both talked that night with her and, called you in there. I even asked her, I was like, hey, do you want Dad to know? And she was like, yeah. And she was so worried about, like, when she came up and when she told us not to tell your mom.
Because she knows how my mom is or whatever. But
she's...
And then she said that when she did let my mom know, she wanted us there or whatever.
Yeah. So, because she knew that at least, we would have put a stop to the crap that she would say. Yep.
But it was like I told her, I was like, I'm not gay. I don't have those feelings for guys or whatever. I think it's, I guess, wrong to the extent or whatever.
But your beliefs don't matter.
Yeah, it's like, it's her life, who she loves, I know I dated people, even if they were chicks or whatever, that my mom didn't approve of, and this and that, and yada, yada, yada. I didn't always make the best decisions. But, it's my life. It's my love, I guess, or whatever, and all this stuff. It's let me make my decisions and live my life.
Right.
And that's how I am with her. As long as they treat her good or whatever, it's not like a toxic relationship. By all means, I don't care. It ain't affected nobody except them.
Right. That's kind of how I see. That's how I see it too. Like, I mean, I've had a lot of experimentation in my time, but the way I see it is, you can feel uncomfortable by the relationship. You can say that it's gross. You can say that it's wrong. You can say it's against your religion.
But it affects you none unless you're in it.
The moment you start trying to make it where those 2 people or 3 people or 4 people can't be together is when you've crossed the line. Like, you can say, I don't like that relationship all you want. Because, I mean, you know what? There's kinks out there. And I'm not going to say that a sexuality is a kink or anything. But there are kinks out there that I don't understand. But you know what? That's their life. That's their privacy. That's their, relationship. Whatever works for them, works for them. Yeah, so long as you're not including children and animals into your illicit activities, it don't matter. Like, I mean.
So as long as you're not affecting anybody or anything else, it's just those 2 people.
And also, I mean, we grew up with so many shows and movies where, people, like, men and women are full on making out, like losing their clothes and such. And you can see this in, quote unquote, family friendly movies. But the moment, like, you get a half-second kiss scene between 2 women, and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, the children, think about the children. It's ridiculous. It's like, no, there's nothing wrong with 2 women kissing. There's nothing wrong with 2 men kissing. There's nothing wrong with a man and a woman kissing, but there is something wrong with Adam messing with goats, or Janet messing with a little boy in her preschool class or whatever. Yeah. Like, when you involve things that can't consent or
have no control
or whatever, that's when the line should be crossed. It doesn't matter what the sexuality is or how many people's involved. And I think it just bugs the crap out of me seeing people trying to put a stop to love.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I was like I said, I don't agree with it and all that kind of stuff. I know,
but it doesn't matter. Like, that's something that
when the whole gay marriage was going around and trying to get that passed, I was like, yeah, I support it. And they're like, I thought you didn't agree with it. I was like, I also don't agree with a lot of things that happen, but it affects me none. So if it makes them happy, who cares?
If you don't want to get gay married, then don't get gay married.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, when a dude starts coming on to me or whatever, then I might be like, hey, no, that's too far.
And I mean, that's literally it's the same thing with a straight relationship.
Yeah. Like if a chick starts coming up to me, I'm like, no, I'm not
like
interested. I'm married.
I've seen so many like people who, you know, they'll catcall women and such, but the moment a guy looks at them like, hey, and they get like so super offended, and it's like you're treating that woman just the way that he's treating you, and you don't see the difference. Like,
it's just, I don't know.
Unwanted affection is unwanted affection, no matter what the gender or sexuality is of the person behind it. Consent. That's what matters.
If you so happen to have a lighter and there's somebody with long hair with hairspray in it,
don't light their hair on fire, sir.
I'm sorry.
Let's not commit arson.
It wasn't her. It was,
make bombs at work.
It wasn't her. It was one of my exes.
He didn't have to drink or do drugs. He just did.
I found other
he
fun
just
things.
Made bombs and burnt people's hair up.
Yeah. Well, I still blame it on her for her hair getting on fire. Just like I blame you for when I elbow you in the face.
Hey.
What?
You were the one messing with the lighter.
Hey, she's the one that put her hair in the way of the flame.
It's the same concept of she shouldn't have been wearing a short skirt. Like, it doesn't matter if her hair was there. You had the lighter. You flicked the switch.
My lighter was flicking way before. It
matter. No, it don't matter.
If somebody's standing there holding a lighter, it's like one of those little lighter guns. I was just standing there, just click, 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 click. And my ex, she wasn't even my ex at that point. It was like before we got together, which is, I always said she was glutton for punishment after that. I was standing there just clicking it. And she walked up beside me and she was standing there, we was talking. And then she turned and her like bangs went like right into the flame. And all I see is just, I was like, whoops.
You can't blame her for that. You were playing with the lighter.
I can't blame her. She shouldn't have been that close to fire.
How about this? You can blame her, but that don't mean it's actually her fault. You're just dumb.
I'm dumb.
Exactly.
I'll take that, but it's her fault. It's like whenever I elbow you in the face. There's so many times I'll be doing this or something, and then she'll like turn her head into it and then get mad at me. I'm like, my elbow was already there.
I was very, very tired in postpartum, and I just wanted to cuddle with my husband. And he happened to be stretching at the exact time I was leaning forward to get by him. And he just, bam, right in my face. And then I think I probably cried that night. But
probably.
I was very postpartum depression at that point. Like, I should have went to get therapy for it.
That point, that's happened so many times, though.
It's only happened like twice, babe.
I thought there's been several times I've hit you in the face. I don't know.
No.
But either way, I was stretching and she turned into my elbow and got mad at me. I was like, my elbow was there first.
I'm allowed to get mad that something hit me in the face. Like, it doesn't matter.
Don't hit your face against my elbow. That's simple. Who do y'all agree with here? But that's the only person I've caught on fire besides myself.
Well, that's good.
I've caught myself on fire several times, but
you worked at a factory that involved a lot of fire there, so
it happened. I know a lot of times I'd be working at Trinity and be welding, and sparks would get on my pants, and they'd have these little frills and loose strings on it, and they start burning. And they're like, "Hey, your pants are on fire." I'm like, "It'll be all right."
It'll go out eventually.
It'll go out eventually. If it gets too hot, I'll pat it out, but I ain't too worried about it right now. I'm busy. I'm working. And yep. Let's have my pants in all tore up.
I don't think I've ever caught myself on fire.
I've done that. I've jumped through fire. I like fire. Fire is fun. I hear a big truck. Nope, regular truck. All right.
I need to try and figure out how to ask off for April 20th without making it seem like I'm asking off for April 20th.
What day is that on?
It's a good question.
Probably the 20th, right?
Yeah, I bet it's on the 20th.
It's a Monday. I was going to say, if it was like close to the weekend, you'd be like, my anniversary is a couple days there.
I could still do that. Ask off for
that whole week. Do you have enough vacation days for that whole week?
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Okay, there you go. Just ask off for the whole week. Be like, there you go.
It's my vacation week or my anniversary week.
Yep.
I don't know what we'll do. We need to actually plan on doing something if we're going to do that.
I don't know.
Hey, Kansas Live.
Okay, I was about to say, something just popped up. But yeah. That's the only person I caught on fire, and that was, like I said, before we got together.
Mine and her relationship together was such an interesting thing because we started being friends with each other before me and you started hanging out. And I only became friends with her because one of the guys that I was chasing after was chasing after her. So it was like a little triangle of us chasing each other. But in the end, the guy that I was chasing got upset because she was with another person. And then everybody on my side of the friend page was like, hey, you shouldn't be friends with her because of all this drama that's been going on. And I kept trying to tell everyone, I was like, I don't give a crap what's going on in y'all's lives. I'm friends with her for her, not because you two were chasing after each other. Like, I don't care about any of that. Like, that's y'all's personal business, not my business. And like, there's been so many people who's tried to get me to either view someone a certain way or whatever. And it's just like, no, like it's,
I don't know. I've had people like that, like in different communities or whatever. Like somebody quits being friends with somebody and they're like, hey, you shouldn't be friends with them either. It's like, nope.
No, that's not how it
works.
works.
Like if I quit being friends with somebody, I was like, you can be friends with them. I don't care. It's like us. You have friends I don't like. I have friends that you probably don't like. It's just like, all right, whatever. I think of it like the whole relationship thing. It's like, it doesn't affect me any. You want to go hang out with Patricia or whoever?
Yeah.
Go for it.
It's like I saw a post a while back that was
we
like,
gotta have the same friends.
I saw a post a while back that was like, you guys were your significant other was at a work event, and then it got finished at 4:00, and then she went and hung out with her friends and didn't come home till like 12:00, and you and your children had to wait up for her or whatever, or waited up for her, or either way, she went off to go have fun as an adult, doing whatever, but the husband was home with the children. And it's like, would you be okay with that? It's like, yeah. Like, if you want to go out and have fun with your friends, by all means, go for it.
Yeah,
a periodic update would be appreciated, but
maybe a estimated time of arrival.
Yeah,
like when you gonna get back?
Time of arrival, when you go poop or whatever, because I know you would end up pooping,
Probably.
and then when you're coming home, at least.
Yeah, it was like that night that,
I don't want constant text. But, a few periodic updates like, hey, thinking about you. Everything's good. No one's died yet.
The odd one is like, are you going to be back at a decent time or not?
Yeah.
Just so I know to wake up for you. Like that night that you supposed to get off at work at 10 and then you didn't get off until like 12:30.
You mean Christmas night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, because I had told the kids, I was like, yeah, y'all can stay up. They usually go to bed at 9. Yeah. I was thinking he's going to get off at 10. Maybe
and the previous Christmases...
10:30 or whatever.
The previous Christmases, I had gotten off, around 10, maybe 11. But this year was just best in terms of business, worst in terms of, actually having a life outside of work.
Yeah, but I told them, I was like, yeah, y'all can stay up because they usually go to bed at 9 or whatever. And then thinking you getting off at 10, 10:30. So yeah, y'all can stay up until mom gets home. 10:30 came around, 11 came around.
Yeah, and I had
no way.
I had no way of texting you. As soon as I was able to text you, I texted you to let you know, hey, this is what happened.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, y'all can go to bed. I don't know when mom's coming home. I just texted her. I was like, I'm going to bed. I tried to stay up.
Speaking of work, though, I got a text from a coworker, so I probably need to check into that. If you want to pause it or...
Okay, do that.
Well, intermission's over. I don't know where we were.
Oh, talk about you having to work late that night.
Yeah, but I don't care if you're allowed to have your friends. Yeah. I'm allowed to have my friends. We don't have to agree on. We don't have to like each other's friends.
Yeah, we don't even have to hang out with each other's friends. Like when you have some of your friends over that I don't like, go back to the bedroom.
I think the only time that you should be allowed to actually comment on someone's friends is if the other person's friend is being super inappropriate or whatever.
Yeah.
Like either hateful or, just sexually inappropriate or whatever. Like if you're not if your friend isn't a good person to your significant other, then that's a time when the significant other can say something. But
it's like I've let you have Patricia and other people over. And if I don't want to be around them, I'll just go back to the bedroom and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like you shouldn't make me be around her. I'm not her friend. She's your friend. Or whatever. Now if she came over every day like that, I'd be like, hey, she's been over every day this week.
Yeah,
No.
it's like, give me. I want to not wear pants today. I understand that.
Yeah, it's like not an everyday ordeal, but once a week or whatever. She doesn't come over that often.
I think Jacoby I think his friend's parents got tired of him coming over because he told me the other day he woke up and he was like, "What time is it?" And I was like, "It's like 7." I was like, "It's 6 or 7. I don't know, but 6, 7." But I was like, "I don't know. It was this time." And he was like, "Okay, well, let me know when it's 9 o'clock." And I was like, "Why?"
Yeah, because that kid would go over there.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning. And I kept telling him, I was like, I don't think they want you over there that bright and early.
But he told me, he was like, let me know when it's 9 o'clock. And I was like, why? And he was like, because his mom said that I can come over after 9.
Yeah.
So
I would be. I know when I was a kid, I didn't want to get out of bed till 9 or 10.
But this boy will wake up like at the crack of dawn,
and then it's like,
pack up 12,000 toys and go over to his friend's house and stay there all day long.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like when his friend came over, different friend, but when his friend came over for the birthday party and that kid was there
all day
for like, 6 hours?
Something like that. I was like, come on.
And we even kept hinting to him. And I wonder if the same thing's happening with Kobe, where they're trying to hint at him to go home, but they don't want to straight up tell this child, get out of my house because it's a child.
Yeah, because he's like, your parents know you being here? Because I know his friend that came over for a birthday party, his parents don't like him leaving the yard too much or whatever and stuff. He can't go down the road or whatever, like come to our house since he's kind of like at an angle or next door across the street, but that's about it. And there's that. And I was like, your parents, you need to go check in on with them. And
then he left and came back.
And I was like,
we thought we succeeded. We were like, hey, do you think it's okay for you to be here this long? And he's like, I'll go check. And he ran across the street, asked his mom how long he had to be at our house for, and then he came back for another 2 hours.
Yep.
And I was on Facebook. I was like, how do you tell a small child to get the heck out of your house without telling a small child to get out of your house? It's like he
wasn't really a bad kid or anything. It was just having to deal with so many people. I'm just like, I just want to unwind. And
yes,
relax.
I always feel tense when when my
get-togethers
friends were all coming together for work. My work friends were all coming over for that little party that we had.
Yeah.
Like I was so tense the week leading up to it because I was, wanting to make sure my house looked okay. Like I wanted to make sure I could give a good impression to these people that I spend all the freaking time with. And it's just, I like having company, but I don't like having company because I don't know. I'm just not, I'm introverted, not extrovert. Yeah. I'm an introvert. I just, once I warm up to someone, then I could actually talk nonstop. But
yeah, I've always looked at myself as a shy extrovert, especially when I was younger. I would kind of keep to myself, but I liked going places. I liked doing things. I wasn't introverted. Like I wanted to stay home. I wanted to go.
I want to stay
home.
I
went to the parties. I went to the, bars and
I only went there. I only went places to not be sober. Because I probably had a lot. I had a lot of unchecked. I had a lot of unchecked mental issues that needed to be checked. But you know what? If I could numb my brain for a little bit, it is not the best method to take care of yourself. That's for darn sure.
Let's scoot that a little. I think I might be sitting out of frame at times.
You are sitting out of frame, sir.
Oh well, but it's just. I feel like as long as I don't even have to be checked in on. I don't care if you check in on me all the time. Like when you're gone, let me know. But I mean, if something's going on or like having to go to the hospital, I might text you like, hey, how you doing? Whatever, how's things going? But that's about it.
I would if I was at the hospital, I would like you to be there within reason. Like if there's no one to watch the kids.
No, I was talking about like when you was there with like your mom and stuff. Not you being in the hospital.
Yeah,
like
I wasn't
going up there visiting.
I wasn't wanting to text much of anybody when I was up there.
I could see that.
That was.
I mean, just kind of give me an idea, like when you're coming home or something, so I know to wait up, let the kids stay up or something like that. That's just about it. I know people get busy. I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, you didn't text me today.
Yeah, the people that's like that, where they want or require, checkups every 30 minutes exactly or whatever.
I know some of the shows I watch where people get mad. It's like, I've told them I need somebody to them to text me like every hour. It's simple. Like, I love you or hi.
Stuff happens.
I said, no.
That's an issue with technology, like having cell phones and such. Ever since people
feel like they have to constantly be in communication with somebody or contact with somebody.
It's like people are expected to be on call for just normal conversations. When back before cell phones, you would leave your house, and if you weren't home when someone called you, they just left a voicemail, and you got back to them if you had voicemail. Otherwise,
next time you seen them, like, hey, I called the other day and you didn't answer. It's like,
you would just call again later or something.
Yeah,
but you didn't, sit there.
It's like when I text people or whatever. I know at times, like when we play with Brandon, you're like, hey, did you text him? I was like, I texted him earlier today. You're like, did you see it? I was like, it doesn't look like he's seen it, or he's seen it. He hasn't replied. You're like, go text him. I was like, no. He'll reply whenever he gets around to it. I was like, I don't care if he doesn't. Then.
Except for the fact that he's mentioned that, he's looked at it and meant to reply, but then forgot to reply.
Or something.
Which I get that.
He's like, you should text me back. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like, I don't want to come across like I'm naggy. Like, hey.
I don't know, two texts isn't really naggy.
I know, but if I text him a second time, the same thing, you're like, hey, call him, see this. I was like, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I was like, I don't care. I know, like when I first got a cell phone, I'd keep my phone on loud all the time. Especially when Bluetooth first came around and had all the cool song ringtones for everybody and this and that. I like to listen to it. But now my phone stays on vibrate.
It's like the meme that I saw. It's like the meme that I saw where it was like, they say that for your mental health, you should talk to like 15 people a day. And it was like, no, if 15 people called me in one day, I'm yeeting my phone across the universe because I don't want that many people talking to me.
All right.
But
it's like now most of the time my phone's on vibrate, so I will notice it if it goes off at times. Now it doesn't, especially if it's laying down somewhere and I get up, go to the bathroom, come in here, do whatever. I might not see it, and I'm not going to check my phone right when I sit down. But like somebody texted me in the past 2 minutes.
But that's like I've seen so many posts and such where people, it's like it's a red flag if they don't text you back within an hour because everyone's got their phone on them. But you know what?
Yeah. And
I've got my phone on me all the time. Yeah. I'm always on my phone. Like I'm always either playing games or reading or checking something or whatever, or, just double checking to make sure I didn't get a work call or something. But that doesn't mean that I'm in the mindscape to have a full on conversation with someone. Like someone could text me. I could see that it's there, but unless it's like work related, depending on who it is, I'm not going to answer it right then because I don't. Because
I know, like at times, like even like Rachel when she texts me or whatever at times, just to chat. I'm like, I'm
about. It's like I'm about to do something. Yeah, I'm about to do this. I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to. Yeah,
she's probably going to end up calling. We're going to be on the phone for like 30 minutes or something, and I really don't want to.
Or it's like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with all of that, but
yeah, it's like I'll reply whenever I get around to it. But a lot of times I do forget. But still, it's like
but it's one
of
those like. Just because we have our phones on us 24/7 does not mean that we're available 24/7 to communicate with someone.
And then a lot of times I put my phone on silent at night so I don't get all the notifications. And then I forget to turn it back to vibrate during the day. So then partway through the day, then I'll look, I'm like, oh, hey, I've got so many notifications and texts and missed calls and things. I know, like whenever I'm expecting something from like for work or whatever, I'll turn it on loud. Or like when we go to the store, and then I run off and leave you on an aisle or something. I'll turn my phone on loud so I can hear you when you call. Like if
when I call, not if I call, when I call.
Yeah, but like if I'm expecting somebody to contact me, like I know like at least like 90% sure that somebody's going to contact me. Then I will turn it on loud.
But we don't have to be on call for other people just to talk or whatever.
No.
And there's nothing wrong with not wanting to be on call 24/7 just to talk to somebody. I think we should get back to the point where we talk to people when we want to, not just because they're talking to us first. Yes, you should also, keep those connections, keep reaching out, keep talking to your friends and such. But just because they sent you a text doesn't mean you have to drop everything and talk to them.
It's like a lot of the people that I used to communicate with was on Facebook, and then I lost Facebook for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And stuff. And I had no way to communicate with them or whatever. It's just things happen.
Yep. But you know what? You got Facebook back and now you're talking to these people again. So
I haven't talked to most of them.
You're talking to some of them, and half the people on your Facebook you didn't even know. So
yeah, a lot of them were people that we might have met here or there, like one time ordeal. And everybody's like, "Oh, I'll add you on Facebook," type stuff. Like when we went to the gathering or some other random thing, people I used to work with or whatever.
Rob.
Something like that. Oh, Rob. I miss that boy.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Rob.
He was something.
He's a great guy.
He was. Lost their tent and cooler. Or he didn't lose it, he left it. But,
oh, well. Wasn't that important anyway. It's not like we actually go camping.
No. Well, we had just got it the year before and we used it a couple of times.
Yeah, but you had that Trinity money, so it was okay. Now we're broke.
Yeah. We didn't even buy that, did we? Did my mom buy those? I think she bought it for us.
I don't know. He had our big Bubba cups, though. I did like those big Bubba cups.
They were. Is that what happened to those?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had those. I knew
Him
he
and his
took
girlfriend borrowed them.
I didn't remember that. I remember
we didn't need them because we weren't.
I remember after that trip or whatever, I was talking to him. And he's like, "Oh my god, that I don't think that was his girlfriend. I think it's just some random chick that he ran into."
It was the lady that he was hanging out with. I don't know what. I don't know, but
the chick that he was filling her holes. But I know afterwards he was complaining so much. She's like, all she did was complain the entire time and this and that. Yada yada.
He should have took her to the bridge.
Should have done something.
If you know, you know. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you're getting a work call, so that is it for this episode.